With all due respect, why the heck would someone pick a telly with dual humbuckers? In today's video, I'm going to show you why you should absolutely try a Telecaster with dual humbuckers and how this differs from the classic setup with two single coils. Which guitar excels at what? I'm going to show you today. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Joey here. Before we get into today's topic, let me just tell you real quick that my guitar courses in the description down below teach you that exact style of playing, that style of soloing that you just heard. That style is totally learnable. Check out my guitar courses. There are cool bundles down there where you can save a lot of money if you grab more than one course. Now, to start things off, I want to know why guitar players get so worked up about tellies that do not feature the classic single coil configuration. As soon as you show a dual humbucker telly, everybody goes, that's not a real telly. A real telly has two single coils. And I'm like, really though? Because that sounds pretty amazing. And it does a couple things that this guitar simply cannot do. So I'm going to play some low gain examples on both of these. Then I'm going to play some high gain examples on both of these. I'm going to give you my opinion which guitar is better at what, and hopefully at the end of the video, I turn some of you guys onto these kinds of guitars and show you exactly what you need to look for if you're on the fence about these. Alright, let's start with low gain sounds. Bridge pickup here, this is a normal humbucker. These are not wide range humbuckers. I know they look like it, but it's just the looks. It's a normal Shawbucker by Fender. Time for the neck pickup comparison. Let's go. Okay, quick checkup here. Are we hearing the same thing I'm hearing whenever we're playing the bridge pickup? The iconic single coil of the classic Tele you know, slightly ahead in terms of bite and attack. But as soon as we switch to the neck pickup, I feel like with the riff that I was playing, this one, humbucker, much better, much warmer. So that's what I'm hearing. Let me know in the comments what you are hearing. But as far as I can tell, this is a draw so far. Now let's move to the high gain sounds. Oh boy, interesting, interesting, interesting. What did you hear? What I'm hearing is this. When we're playing the bridge pickup and that heavy riff, these punchy mids that single coil just doesn't have. When I'm playing riff rock like this, I would prefer that in a recording setup just because those mids I know will stand out in the mix. That's what fills up the room above the bass in the mix. The other thing that I noticed, which was the strength of this guitar, was that with the humbuckers, there's a lot more sustain, I think, coming from the humbucker, so notes stand out longer, and when you're playing, you know, a drive and solo, this is absolutely a strength. However, I also noticed one thing that was better on the classic Tele. When we roll down the volume to clean up the sound, that was a lot more usable on a single coil guitar. So if that is something I want to do all the time, if that's my playing style, I guess a single coil in that position is better. I think in general, when you're talking about cleanup through your volume pot, usually single coils are ahead of humbuckers. Sound on here was still usable, but if I have to pick a winner here when it comes to usable cleanup sounds, that one for sure. Which brings me to a kind of pre-conclusion here. So if the bridge single coil on a classic Tele is always slightly ahead in the rock context, but we really like the round edges of the neck humbucker here for solos, the sustain, the warmth, why can we not combine both? Alright guys, what do you think? What are you hearing? What I'm hearing is this. Both these guitars sound killer. It just depends on the context that they're using them in. If you need sustain, if you need mids, if you're a riffer first and foremost, dual humbucker teles make a lot of sense. You have all the possibilities. You have the punch, you have the attack from a tele, but you get all the nice advantages of a humbucker. But if you need the classic sound, there's no way around a single coil in the bridge position, at least, of a Telecaster. However, I think where this guitar clearly shines and outduels this one is the neck humbucker. I think the neck humbucker in all these tests sounded much better than the lipstick, and I never use the lipstick. I don't know why, it's just not for me. So I think the interesting thing would be to have a Telecaster with a bridge single coil and a humbucker in the neck. That would be best of both worlds, right? The other option would be to just get both, because as guitar players, you know the drill. At the end of the day, we need both, right? That's it for today, guys. I hope you had a great time watching this. I hope you learned something today. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. We do that stuff all the time. I've been Joey, and I'll see you in the next. Bye.